Insomniac had quite the leak, to the point where you can even play their upcoming Wolverine game. I won't show any footage though, because I don't have the game and people get DMCA notices from their ISP for downloading the leaked content. This is where VPNs come in handy, guys. I recommend the R-Piracy megathreat to pretty much everyone in general, not just pirates. Should you be playing the leaked Wolverine build on your PC? No, the game is not officially out and the build is still very early. But at the end of the day, if you really can't wait for Insomniac's Wolverine, the leaked data is available for you to find. I won't help you find them, but I will tell you to get a VPN, because if you don't, the ISP will send you a DMCA notice. This applies to all the sailors of the 7 seas. Get a VPN. It's like arming your ship with cannons. Better safe than sorry. And that's the first hoopla for today. Before we get to the next one, this video is brought to you by these awesome people. You guys are fantastic. If you want to see your names among these legends, just $1 to any of the links down below, and you have supported this channel immensely. Seriously, thank you so much. And now, let's get to the next hoopla. Well, this is news to me. It seems like Tekken 8 has been cracked. I saw a post on Crackwatch, but I still have my doubts on it, especially since I saw a video on the game bugging due to GPU issues. Either way, here's a take. This person thinks that it's a shame that Tekken 8 was cracked because making games is hard. A lot of time is spent on them by developers. Cracking a game directly impacts their ability to recoup their investment. True, but most people don't know how to crack games. It's easy for most people to buy games instead of cracking them. I agree that if piracy is easier and more widespread, it can cause a massive dent in gaming, but thankfully, buying games is significantly easier than pirating them. Good thing most people aren't tech smart. Even as a seasoned pirate, I'm still learning new stuff. Don't worry, Bandai Namco is here to stay regardless. The same is true for Insomniac, despite what they have been through. Yoshiyuki Tomino, Gundam's creator, called Disney movies disappointing and boring. He's right, Disney.
Hot take, but most anime is genuinely dog shit.
That is true for everything, really. Sturgeon's Law. Almost everything that is made will be garbage.
There will be anywhere from 150 to 250 release every year, and you'll have maybe 3 or 4 good ones on average.
This is true. I mean, try to count the number of anime that you scroll past on my anime list and think, nah, that looks crap, that looks crap. This applies to everything, but personally, I'd rather have the best modern anime than the best modern Disney. What is Disney's best in 2023 anyways? Elementals? I mean, I love that film. The world building is terrible, but the love story is charming and I like the main characters. 4 stars out of 5. That said, I'd rather watch Frieren, a much better 4 stars out of 5. Modern anime on average is better than modern Disney on average. Just saying. People watch plenty of shows or play plenty of games because the characters are hot and the aesthetics look nice. Nier Automata is a prime example. 2B's design is so good that she kept popping up as guests in other stuff. But apparently, there are more valid ways to approach fiction.
Starting a series because you think a character is hot has to be the worst thing you can do.
It's really not. It's a perfectly valid reason to watch a series. Hey, this series has a hot character. I will watch it or play it if it's a game.
Like, you're not starting because you saw people hype it up or any other reason, just because the character looks appealing.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, 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 yes. Yes.
We got some real nice console peasant takes.
You're gonna be surprised, but all you need to buy is a console, goes with joystick, and subscription.
And that's fine. Some people prefer that. I don't.
PC is more expensive and have much more subscriptions and same price for AAA games if you're not stealing them.
Interesting that you brought up stealing because the ability to pirate is quite an advantage for the PC.
Also, no one tells you to buy Steam Deck to be a PC gamer.
Actually, I would say that, even if you're buying many of the other Steam Deck clones.
You pay $1,400 for a rig that can play at the same quality as a PlayStation or Xbox.
Even for a gaming laptop, $1,400 can get you better performance than those two consoles.
$100 for a decent keyboard, $60 for a decent mouse, $300, $400 for a monitor, and $200 a year to play Halo on Game Pass.
You can get cheaper for all of those things, and you don't need to get a subscription for your games. PC rules. Oh man, I saw this meme when I was a kid, and it scared me. Money and energy, but no time for fun and games as an adult. How could I enjoy all these games I want? But then I grew up and surprisingly, I don't mind. Sure, I don't have much time to play, but I've played many games already, and they all felt the same. I actually enjoy making YouTube videos more and talking about Hooplas. I say all that to talk about this video. The guy bought an espresso machine. His wife is happy, but he's not. I don't get it. If I love espresso, I'd be happy. And even if I don't like espresso, I'd be happy buying it for my wife. Then another guy bought a PS5 and he's very happy. I cannot relate. How can PS5 buyers be happy? They got no games.
One game, I don't know why.
The PC is better because you can work and game and your wife won't question it. Don't buy consoles. Buy PC. These parents should really talk to their children. My 20-year-old son doesn't date. Yes, the Western dating scene is terrible. You must work hard to find the best girl, and finding the girl is the easy part. I always said that relationship is work. These guys seem to realize that, and I am glad they did. Young men would rather hang out and play games with the bros than with women. Why are you surprised? We're living in a time where basic interactions with women can constitute harassment. We'd rather just enjoy life without those hassles. Well, at least they won't become accidental parents anytime soon. Let these guys have fun. Maybe they'll find a girl to settle down. Maybe they don't. You're a parent. Help them reach their goals. Or talk to them and ask them what they want instead of asking Reddit for help. Another installment of why relationship is work. I always say that for 3 reasons. 1 is to prevent unprepared people from dating. 2 is to prepare people for relationships so they know what's gonna happen next. 3, it's a fact that needs to be repeated because people either forget or don't care. How will posting this help?
Your daily reminder to avoid marriage.
Oh yeah, relationships are hard, but marriage is a million times harder. I don't recommend marriage for unprepared people who don't know what they're doing, which is unfortunately 90% of people who marry. But what's your point here? That marriage will give you a fake, sexy wife? How is this an argument against marriage? She's pretty and loyal. Win-win. I say this as someone who discourages relationship, let alone marriage. This is a trash argument, and it won't deter people from marriage. You will ruin society by making these trash arguments. Now, totally unprepared people will marry and have kids and ruin their future and your future as well. Write something better. This is one of those things that I straight up cannot relate, unless you're one of those people who are obsessed with virginity.
My brother right now, cause he asked me if I'm a virgin and I said no.
Yeah, I am so replacing this dude in despair with Yuri from Spy X Family. Or here's a classic movie reference from one of my favorite movies. Yeah, you don't want to mess up with him or his sister. You'll say hello to his little friend. Never thought that these overprotective brothers are also a thing in real life.
And to you mofos in the comments saying that it's weird, this is my oldest brother.
I don't see how that make things better.
We were having a conversation about my ex who was my first boyfriend, and he ended up asking me if I was a virgin still. I told him no, and he was in shock for a minute.
Yeah, as a brother to my sister, I don't get it. They're adults. Let them be adults. Modern media seems to love to see men cry, as observed by this channel. Why are games trying to push silly crybaby men? Why is your example Yakuza? Have you played Yakuza? Apparently we barely see anyone being properly stoic and taking things that happen in Strive. Again, why is your example Yakuza? They got like 10 plus games at this point for these kinds of men.
I blame trying to appeal to soy boys like Young Yeah.
Okay, I love Young, I agree his performance as Kiryu is terrible, but suggesting that he has something to do with this observation is stupid!
Nobody wants to see a grown-ass man ugly cry.
In fiction, I am okay with seeing more of them. In real life, there are already lots of them. The problem is, when men cry, we are either dismissed or not taken seriously. I can see this as a sinister corpo agenda to depower men, or life in general just sucks, and we can only cry for it. Jeez, way to prove why lots of men are crybabies. This Redditor was into leftist politics from 2016 to 2020, but 2020 broke him. He took the grill pill through creative writing and martial arts, but he is still depressed, jaded, and lifeless. Why? Because he's terminally and politically online. He followed all sorts of political stuff. He wants to be good and try to improve the world. And there lies the problem. You're trying to make the world a better place when the world doesn't want to be. You're constantly fighting a losing battle against an unstoppable force. This person genuinely believes the far right is gonna take him over. Climate collapse, exploitation, and death. I tell him to seek help, but he already did. His fiancée told him to focus on the now, but he can't because he will suffer. Stop focusing on saving the world and start saving yourself. Seriously, this obsession to save the world is only going to ruin you. And that's all for the shorts collection today. If you like this video, go ahead and click the like button and subscribe for more. Don't forget to check out my live stream channel, ABB Show, link down below. Go subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.